Yeah, I have a little coffee drink that I've shared my recipe with my patients because it involves putting something like MCT oil or
Mhm.
avocado oil or coconut oil or ghee or grass-fed butter. One of those fats, healthy fat, in with my coffee, some usually like ribose or something that's not a caloric sweetener. And then
Mhm.
using, other herbs and things, cinnamon or turmeric or
Mhm.
something like that, kind of making it a nice little special thing. And that has actually helped me personally with my intermittent fasting. That's my breakfast, but it's not really breaking my fast so much because
Mhm.
there's not a lot of calories there and it's not carbohydrate calories. So it's not getting that insulin up.
Yes.
And so without that insulin going up, I'm not having that sugar go down, my blood sugar go down because the insulin's putting that sugar into my cells. Right? So
Exactly.
I'm not getting that crash at later afterwards in the mid-afternoon or more mid-morning even. I remember oatmeal's healthy. That's like eating healthy growing up in the 90s. And I'm like falling asleep by my second period. So what are we doing in here? It's something that has actually changed my life significantly. And thankfully right now, I don't have cancer that I know of. And it's something that in my perspective, and do you agree that it can be something that is used even before you have a serious illness?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's important to like back to what you said. I'm no longer seeing cancer patients, but back to what I learned from, True North water fasting is what's the best way overall any American could do for themselves is to do some type of fasting, either intermittent fasting, juice fats or, bone broth or any kind of vegetable broth fasting, because unfortunately, Dr. Young, that we are just over consuming calories, and that's causing a lot of chronic diseases in our world. And even if you're not that person that has diabetes or high blood pressure and you're overall healthy, it's just there's so many good studies showing that fasting can help you. And the word term I use was autophagy, which is just a fancy way of saying cellular breakdown. So even though we're healthy, we still have cells that are old and, not optimally running, but they're just still not quite have gotten broken down or degraded. And then by fasting, we add that stress in our body that allows those cells to be recycled in their components. So to answer your question, yes, yes, yes.